Hello everyone, this is Jay Setia. Today I'm basically going to be talking over my evaluation for the launch module, like what I think of it, what I could have done better, what I liked about it, what I disliked about it. And while I'm talking through this stuff, I'm also going to be making some more paper stars as part of my my piece for the third year degree show. It's quite easy, so if you want to follow along to what I'm doing, that's also cool. Yeah, okay. Let's get started. Yeah. I've got my crayons here. These are my current dash crayons. These were like from the Netherlands when I went there on vacation, and I carry them everywhere with me. He is also a photo card. I don't know what was that pause for. Okay. So yeah, I've got my crayons. I've got scissors here if I need them. So the way these are kind of gonna look are similar to these ones. To be fair, a lot of these are made with a variety of different types of paper, like normal printer paper. This is like a type of like harder, like cardstock-ish paper. This is just some collage paper. This is also printer paper. This is, I think, some type of like 50gasm like watercolor sketchbook paper. Quite like this one because of the markings on it and the color. This is just origami paper, I think. So the way to make these stars is pretty easy. Oh, this one, by the way, fun fact, it's from a worksheet that I got from my therapy place, and unintentional, but there's like, I don't know if camera's focusing, because the way I've set this up, I'm filming this with my phone because I forgot to loan out a camera for the weekend, but I don't have the time to wait till I have a nicer quality camera, but it's okay, we deal, we improvise, same as what I've had to do for this module. So, launch, mainly about how I as an artist am like kind of conveying my art to people outside of university. How am I promoting it online? How am I like, you know, engaging with like the people who follow me on social media, and then also like other, like my peers, like basically the art industry, that kind of thing. And to be fair, I was kind of very apprehensive about this module specifically, just because I am a little bit camera shy as a person, and like, well, I'm shy socially anyway, and so like I kind of like learned and grew from this module a lot, like how to navigate my own natural shyness when it comes to talking to people about my art, or getting them interested in art in general as well. So for this module I had organized like a workshop called the Paper Stars Workshop, which functioned kind of in a similar way to what I'm doing now. Is I had like a large quantity of scrap paper of different kinds. The way the Paper Stars Workshop worked is I would have a bunch of these like paper strips of various kinds, like, you know, like cardstock, printer paper, literally any kind of scrap paper that I could have like gotten my hands on. I collected all of this paper, which was honestly pretty easy considering the fact that like obviously in an art studio, like there's a lot of spare paper everywhere that the people don't really need most of the time. So it was kind of a good way of like recycling that paper and kind of like doing something with it. So yeah, the way the workshop worked is that like I'd give people these strips of paper, and I would ask them a question related to the memory, to memories, like what their favorite memory was, or if they had a memory that they wanted to forget about, so that I could have conversations about kind of like things related to mental health, memories in general, because that's what my practice is about, and also because I kind of wanted to take more of a center focus on how to kind of build community with people, because I feel like a lot of the times when you're an art student as well, you know, you're pretty much at the beginning of your career, and like it's a lot of the times you kind of feel like, oh, I don't know if anyone's gonna like my art, or like there's a lot of self-doubt. I can't believe my pencil would do this to me. I am shocked. It's okay. This module because well, yeah, my social shyness, but then also because I kind of for a while, you know, felt a bit like, which I feel like a lot of people have felt, is like, would anyone even really engage with my art? Would people even like it? Would people even, I don't know, connect to it in some way? I feel like that's something I've been chasing a lot in my art, kind of expressing all of these really difficult emotions that have like held inside me for so long, and kind of posing that to strangers really, and kind of, you know, asking them if they've felt anything similar, or if they understand what I'm trying to get at. Maybe, you know, maybe like it doesn't all have to be so serious like that, but I think as well, you know, art is something that like you kind of have to, there's a lot of emotional like baggage attached to it, at least for me personally, because I feel like even if it's like, you know, something kind of minuscule or small, like you as an artist are like a lonely creature. You have to spend a lot of time practicing, perfecting, sketching, drawing, you know, doing photography even, trying to improve your craft, which leads to a lot of, you know, long lonely nights where you house about like maybe 50 monster energies, because you're like, I have to get better, I need to get better. And my pencil has broken again. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving. But like, yeah, something I have now learned by the end of this module is that like people do show up if this, you know, if you put in the effort, people show up, and they do actually engage. People are curious, and they want to see what you're doing, and they want to kind of like, you know, get to know more about it, or like engage or support it. Like I organized a games night event at the Yard on the 27th that started from 6 p.m. and it was honestly quite a good night. It forced me to like kind of improvise a lot, because I was struggling with the bingo section especially of the night, because it was kind of the first time that I was like, you know, kind of heralding an event and being in charge of it, and like, you know, talking to a lot of people and making sure that everyone was having a good time, and then also like, you know, organizing like what we were gonna do in the night as well, and all of these other things. But like, even though I felt like I was so scattered and I was so like kind of not really doing a good job in my eye, people still had fun. Like, you know, a couple of people who showed up as well, they asked if we were gonna hold like another event like this as well, which was really, really encouraging to hear. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't all just me, like the other people helping me put the event on, like Mari, Ellie, Ella, Zoe, like everyone really showed up. We all really like just, you know, hit the ground running about it, and honestly, I could not have done it without them either. But I think, yeah, like, I think the point of a lot of the things that I've done for this module have kind of made me have an understanding about what it is to kind of build community and like how you can do that, which is obviously by like doing events like games night, and then also having my Paper Stars workshop. Like, people showed up for that, people were engaging with it, people were like really like, you know, we had some really great conversations about like what it means to kind of like, you know, deal with all types of memories, like, you know, if they're bad or if they're good or if they're kind of just like something that you think about, like that, you know, that's what the point was. It was to kind of have that moment of like self-reflection in a way, where you just like come hang out for a little bit, learn how to do a little craft, and you kind of just like think about stuff, and like, you know, you can talk about it if you want to. And I feel like that's kind of what art is, you know. It's a lot of the time it's asking for a moment of reflection that the artist poses to their audience, to ask them if like whatever they've like made gives them something to think about. It's all about how you feel about it, what you think about it. Yeah, that kind of thing. But that aside, I also updated my website and my artist CV attached to that, which honestly, I am quite proud of the website that I've made. It was not like how I initially wanted it to turn out, because I had a different idea, because it was actually meant to simulate this type of it was meant to simulate my crayon tin. Like the point was that like you like, wait, hold on. My website was meant to be kind of like opening up my crayon tin. So it would be the front, you open it up, there's a picture of my brother in there. Since I talk about my own personal experiences in my practice, and here's a Jungkook photo card in there as well. That wouldn't be on the website. It's just this is just what's in my tin. Shit, that's a good video though. What's in my tin? But like each part of the website would be like my crayons. Like it would have like, say one of them said like my CV, another one being like my contact page, another being like my about page, maybe another even being like my portfolio or something, and then like when you click on each one it takes you to a different page basically. I was having a lot of difficulty actually making the website do that because of the way Wix's like free website making elements are structured. Like you can't really, there's not really a lot of things you can do unless you pay for it, which I think, this should not. I mean, to be fair, I don't think that you should lock behind anything behind a paywall, because I think a lot of things should be free, but that's not the point. Yeah, I'm kind of just winging this, to be honest, because I'm having some difficulty trying to come up with what exactly I think about the module. I think it was definitely a good opportunity because I got to learn how to do a lot of kind of public facing things, like running my own workshop, running an event, and all the things that go into managing that, like, asking for funds, organizing the materials needed, laying out like a plan for all the things that you can do at both of those events. And it was really kind of enlightening to see people turn up and like really engage, because I honestly thought that like nobody would really show up to either of my events, but people did, and people had a good time, which is, I think, so encouraging to kind of have had that experience, especially I feel like as like a fine arts student, because like you're at the start of your career, and you often think that like you have a lot of self-doubt, like you think that like, oh, I don't know if people are going to engage with what I have to say, I don't know if people are actually going to like what I have to say. So then kind of having that like in-person kind of encouragement where people show up and they engage, it's like kind of boosts you to like continue doing what you're doing, and learn from that as well, and like kind of improve, like I learned that like for both of the events that like as long as I kind of laid out all of the things that like people could do, and I had like told them what to do, and if it's like really clear like how the event functions, then people kind of they're able to just like do things themselves, and you don't really have to like helicopter parent them as much as I thought I would have to. But I will say as well, I do kind of wish I had done like a dry run of games night, because of the fact that like when it got to the bingo part of the night, I was really struggling, because I had to kind of be loud so that everyone could hear me, and then also I didn't exactly know how bingo worked. I had an idea, and we were kind of just winging it for a lot of the things for that night, because things don't really go the way you expect them when you're actually doing it. But it was really helpful having Mari be there and like kind of help me like make sure that everything was running smoothly, as well as all of the other people who were involved with like putting together games night. I think yeah, like building community is so important, especially as an artist, like because where are you gonna be as an artist if you don't have an audience to interact with? Like if you don't have people who tell you what they like about your art, and maybe how you can improve in some areas, and like how you can kind of like, I don't know, bring some sort of nice energy to a place, and make them think and reflect, and ask them to engage in whatever it is that you have planned. And I think just having that in person like sort of interactions were really great. I was really nervous about doing things like that, because I'm just very socially shy, and I don't really like to kind of take charge of public-facing events like this, but because of this module, I have learned that like it's actually not that hard. It does require like obviously talking to other people about it, doing like a test run if needed, and also just kind of like, you know, if you have like a plan laid out in place, then like whoopsie, if you have a plan laid out in place, then it'll work out fine. Like yeah, kind of don't know. Something else I wanted to do for this module as well was organize and make my own online store. I kind of did get to try that out a bit in terms of what kind of things I could sell at my online store, which was handcrafted jewelry made with air dry clay and wire and beads. Since I made some jewelry items as part of the prizes that winners could get for games night. However, I'm not actually able to set up the store at the moment because of the UK government's laws when it comes to international students and freelancing and having self-employment. We're not allowed to do that. Only citizens can, so that's a bit shit. But I think now having this time to kind of have, I think being able to though, like make those things for games night kind of gave me like a little bit more idea of like how I could, you know, how my store could function and what kind of things I would need to do for it. Like I do want to improve my social medias though. I think that's the one thing I'm a bit sad that I haven't really done. To be fair though, it's things like that do take a lot of time and effort, which I'm not saying that I'm lazy, and that's why I don't want to do it. It's just like when life gets in the way, you kind of don't really have time for things like that. But I think when university's over, I'm gonna spend my time improving the way that I like kind of produce videos like these, and also how to make like better high quality posts for my Instagram and also for YouTube. My kind of plans for how I want to continue social media wise is I'm gonna make videos similar to these where I kind of talk and I'm just like making stuff as well while doing that, because that's the most manageable and natural thing that I can like think of when it comes to how I want to convey my art. Like, you know, like I want to be able to like kind of sit down and like talk with people, so like same to the way that I've like done the Paper Stars workshop and games night, where I'm building community in that way by just, you know, having conversations. So my thoughts on the module are officially, I was really apprehensive because a lot of the aspects of this module are very public facing, but I have learned how I can kind of make things work for me, and I want to improve on the way that like I am kind of promoting my art outside of university once it's over. And you know, I will also be working on making videos, doing more like projects and workshops like the Paper Stars workshop, because I really enjoyed that, and it was something that was like very super accessible, not just to me but to everyone who came as well, because, you know, I taught them a skill, and they taught me skills as well, like people who showed up, like Alex Frost and some of the other people who came, they like, you know, showed me how to make other origami items, which was really nice. It was like a nice sort of exchange of skills and time from both sides, which I really appreciated. And what else? I think, to be fair, I don't really have anything. I don't really have anything that I disliked about this module, honestly. Like, yeah, I think a lot of it was just like I was just apprehensive about it, because I feel like I've said this 50 fucking times, but yeah, I was apprehensive about it because of my own feelings when it comes to like doing public-facing things. But like, because of this module, I've kind of learned how to manage that and how to make it work for me, and so that was really nice, and it's kind of given me more confidence of what I can do as an artist of when it comes to actually like kind of like engaging with my audience, because I don't want to be one of those people who kind of like never talks or like speaks to their audience. Like, you know, a lot of sort of the things that come with my art is that like I want to open dialogues with people. Like I want to, you know, interact with them, hear their thoughts, their feelings on the things that I've made, and also just, you know, build community by like helping them out with anything that they're working on, or just like having a place of self-reflection and things like that. Here is a tutorial on how to actually make one of these stars. Is you have a strip of paper, you'd like it to be like kind of as long as this, or maybe a bit longer. I can't give you measurements because I suck at measurements, but I'm gonna want to make like a loop like this, similar to like the iconography for breast cancer awareness, like the same type of like overlapped ribbon. You're gonna take the short end, you're gonna push it through this hoop, and you're gonna very carefully cinch your paper like this, and you're gonna push it along until you can flatten it down and you have a shape like this, just like a very loose kind of not super tight knot. You can also then put a little tab, like fold the tab back into the paper, and then you're just going to take the rest of your paper and you're going to just wrap around each corner. To be fair, it's quite easy because the paper kind of like leads you to where it wants to go. So you kind of just have to see where it falls. Now once you've gotten to this part, there's a bit sticking out, so I'm just gonna even it out with the scissors here. And then I'm gonna just put it into the paper like so. Then once you've gotten to this point, you take your fingers, like crayon covered fingers, and you're gonna have your fingers like this, and you're basically gonna be pinching each side so that the paper puffs up like so, and there you go, you have a star.